And when you're not a really good paraglider pilot, you get to hike back up.
Like these guys.
Yeah, let's not go now.
Woo! But I decided to land in a non-optimal location because there was some non-optimal weather coming. Yeah, it was looking gnarly. There's some Virga over there. We don't have any lightning yet, but yeah, I just didn't want to be in the air anymore. But it was a good flight. Could have stayed up. It was good air, but just scary skies. And you know, the old saying, it's always good until it isn't. Cravats out. All right, let's go. Whoop. Wasn't a terribly pretty inflation, but it gets the job done. And there we go.
So what happened? Pretty simple, guys. I had a good flight. About 30 minutes before this, but the carburetor just wasn't idling good. What it was, I just had it too rich. So I pop open the secondary that depressurizes my system, fill it to the brim with fuel. Well, when I did that, I didn't realize that there wasn't really enough fuel in the primary tank to run long enough to pull a vacuum to allow the secondary tank to start flowing into the primary. And I just ran out of fuel. Very simple. It's amazing that I didn't run out of fuel before I landed on my long flight before, but that's what happened. Put a little bit of fuel in the primary tank, problem solved.
How's it going, guys? Day 2 for doing some test flights. Day 1 was getting my carburetor kind of where I liked it. I spent a little time once I got back to the shop, kind of dialing it a little bit more. And I put a new throttle on the system. It's a good time to do some test flights. I'm here at my favorite flying site. Well, is this where I'm going to do my test flights? It seems like it's going to be a beautiful day. We're looking at about 6 mile-an-hour winds. The wind will kick up between 1 and 3. Might actually pull out the free flight wing and the harness and do a little free flight off of a mesa or something at that point. It's looking pretty beautiful. Wind's a little switchy, but it doesn't feel as switchy on the ground as the windsock would be indicating. Getting some light early thermals, so we'll see more and more of that.
I think I'm going to get a little altitude, put my gloves on, and see how it's going. So my new throttle has a idle on it. That's pretty cool. It's not enough to keep me up. It would be if I had a bigger wing. But that's still kind of nice. It's not adjustable, unfortunately, so that is what it is. I bet it would be if I got in there and monkeyed with the mechanics a little bit. Put a drop of hot glue or something in there. You know, as PPG guys, we just can't stop fooling with stuff, can we? Hold up here. We're out of thermals.
So this is something I do a lot. I have a hard time launching with the heavy gloves. So a lot of times I just stuff the heavy gloves in my pockets, have the zippers pulled up just a little bit so I know they won't come out. I just put them on in flight. I get up high enough that I'm out of the thermals, it's pretty smooth, and I just chill out and put some gloves on. I can handle the thin gloves, but when it gets to the really thick ski type gloves, I just have a hard time with them on the ground, and I'd prefer to have that dexterity from my hands. So it's pretty simple. I get high and I glove up.
Cruise control's kind of nice for that. I hate these big gloves. Something goes wrong, it's hard to get a hold of stuff as fast as you should.
Feel free to grade my wing overs. I give them a D+ because I didn't fall out of the sky to my death, and you can tell I know what a wing over is. Aside for the execution, we'll leave it to Gordon Ramsay. For what we are about to eat, may the Lord make us truly not vomit.
Let's do both the motorcycle guys. Engine seems to be running good. Just it's on the ground I'm having issues with it, getting it dialed into the right spot on the ground. So the wind is a little gentle today, so I don't think I'll see any lift off of Widowmaker. It's only I think 120 foot tall bridge. No, 90. It's 90. So it's not terribly tall. We just got to be out of a perfect. Actually, this is the right direction for the most part, southwest. You can't have it coming straight into the cliff because then it comes across another ridge and fouls the air. So you've got to, it's only good from an angle. Yeah, there's a little lift. Definitely not enough to stay up on a paramotor. That would be decent free flight, but chances for a low cravat launching on a free flight glider that's unloaded, not a fan. Not a cravat, a wingtip collapse, or even a full collapse if you catch something really raunchy. I'm not going under the bridge today. I think that ridge right there is going to cause some bad rotor. I'm not interested. We go over to a little bit taller of a ridge. Yeah, I'm already feeling a little bit of lift, and this isn't even getting close to the ridge. I don't know that this is taller. I haven't looked on Google. Now that I'm up against it, I think it's shorter. Yeah, this is the ridge I was thinking of. Yeah, it's about the same height. If I was really daring, I know I could probably scratch this.
Don't stare. I get a little starstruck when I see him. I couldn't hit him even if I tried. Am I a little crazy to believe that I could wake up with him by my side? I know I could get his attention if I worked it all out. And we got a little tipsy on a Saturday night. Yeah, I want him and I need him. He's got a one-way ticket to my heart.
Yeah, there's a good lift band right there. As this curves, it's causing a little bit of a venturi against this curve. Yeah, right here would be the place for sure. That's the spot right there.
This California weather, it's like 90 degrees. It's making me hot.
Yep. So I'm just keeping idle, right? So I'm going up in altitude. So that tells me that there's lift. And that's good lift too, just from experience from what I see in the Paramotor versus free flight. So if that's good lift, then that means over there is good rotor. Anywhere you find some good lift, there's usually opposing good rotor. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this coyote. There's a coyote down here messing with these cattle. Get the hell away from the cattle. Stupid frickin' coyote. Yeah, I see you. She's out there hunting their babies. I don't really want to mess with cattle. I don't want to spook anybody's cattle at all.
So maybe it's the right choice, maybe it's not, but the choice I made was to just leave it as it was. I didn't know who owns the cattle. I don't know the rancher. There was a fence pretty close to the cattle. I didn't want to run them through it. The cattle were probably more spooked from the paramotor than the stupid coyote was. So, you know, there's no good answer there. I mean, maybe I could have flown to the rancher's house and landed, and maybe that would have freaked them out. And they, you know, I don't know, but it sucks. But it is what it is.
Yeah, that's private property. I'd land down here and tell somebody to get a gun and shoot it. Although I don't think the rancher would have a problem with it, they probably would have a problem with someone having a gun on their property. I don't know. You never know. If they knew you were just going on their property to kill a coyote that was harassing their cattle, that'd be one thing. But you know, you see someone out there with a long rifle on your property, and if you don't see the coyote, yeah, I would do it. So I've got it on cruise control right now. The throttle, which is actually a slow descent. Woo, but I'm not descending. I'm Rich Soren. What's up? Man, I kind of wish I had my Jeep. My Jeep has the OHV sticker on it. I'd come over here and climb that sucker and just Rich Soren. It's just buttery over here. It's not really thermic at all. See, now that I've left the ridge, I'm headed right to the ground. That's how much lift it was giving me. Idling. And let's see how far I sink before I stop getting ridge lift. I love ridge lift. I love ridge soaring. It's awesome. I just don't want to get hammered by the local law enforcement. I like this place. I don't want to be kicked out of it. I just need to get OHV stickers on both of my vehicles. Yeah, we're sinking out pretty good now. Over here was where the best lift was, oddly enough. But I'm a little scratching on a paramotor. Why do I do such things? Oh, I can't. I couldn't launch from here because that's private property. So the fence line is right here. So I can get up to the ridge. I can get on the ridge. It's about 30 feet, then it's fenced. There's private property after 30 feet. If you want to know how I try to find paragliding stops, this is how I do it. Yeah, the wind picked up a little bit. Start getting a little more lift here. It must just died on me.
I'll bet I've flown down here 50 times, and it just never gets old. You know, I've flown up and down this river all the way from Boys Ranch all the way up into the Lake Meredith area, and then I've actually done free flying up in the Meredith area, and that's even cooler. There's some really big ridges over there, at least for the Amarillo area. Really nice stuff. In fact, my first free flight I ever did all by myself was in the Meredith area, and I had that on video, and I always intended to publish it, and I never did. Maybe I'll get the hard drive back, who knows, but it was a wild ride. I'll leave that for another story, but it definitely told me that I needed to spend a little bit more time under tutelage before I went off doing free flight all by myself, and I have. I bet you I've put 60 flights this summer in between that and now. So done a lot of free flying this summer. Really tried to take a step back and hone the craft a little bit, learn a little bit more about wind, learn a little bit more about weather, actually improve on the very fundamentals of the skill. And man, it's just been a wonderful summer, and I think it's going to be a wonderful 2021. I've never been accused of having a lot of brevity, so we can call this the end of the video. But I'm going to put some uncut video at the end of just doing a river run at the end of the day that's going down the river up underneath the bridge. Kind of a funny thing that happened as I went under the bridge. There were people there. I flew just to the right of them, and they were shooting guns there. And that's like, I think they were probably 5 feet outside of the area, or outside of the area where it's not illegal to shoot guns. It's just a poor place to shoot guns. There's all kinds of places out here that you can go out and shoot, but right there where people are running razors up and down the rivers, just a poor choice for safety, in my opinion. I'm not against shooting guns. I like shooting guns. I don't like shooting them now because it's so damn expensive. But anyways, here's the river run. Peace out, guys. See you next time.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. Well, I scratched in the dirt for a while. I gained all that I knew for a price. In the end, what I found was nowhere near as nice. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. Though I fought with my claws and teeth, though I elbowed my way to a seat, there be no kind of peace like you beside me. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Nothing's as it seems in the photo. Nothing is as sweet going solo. Nowhere I can ramble or roam could change my mind, could slow my coming home. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. Oh, I'm coming home. Leave open the gate. Don't turn off the light. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was done feeling hopeless, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. It's funny how easily a life can be torn apart. Why couldn't I simply see that I was sick at heart and I am in deep debt? The climb we did was unreal. You made me so speechless. I just can't believe it. You broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was my own enemy, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. I rise from the ashes with pins and patches. We carry on. I rise from the ashes. I heal from your passion. My doubts are gone. Oh, yeah. Felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. I rise from the ashes with pins and patches. We carry on. I rise from the ashes. I heal from your passion. My doubts are gone. Gold. This California weather, it's like 90 degrees. It's making me hot, and he has the same effect on me. It's just something about the way that he's making me feel. My insides are out, I just wanna shout his name. My body's giving up on me, 'cause I don't know what to do with my fingertips. I wanna run up through his hair, but I'm trying not to stare. I get a little starstruck when I see him. I couldn't hate him even if I tried. Am I a little crazy to believe that I could wake up with him by my side? I know I could get his attention urge of being with him. I act a little dumber when I try to get his number. I'm so nervous that I'm losing grip of myself. My body's giving up on me, 'cause I don't know what to do with my fingertips. I wanna run up through his hair, but don't stare. I get a little starstruck when I see him. I couldn't hit him even if I tried. Am I a little crazy to believe that I could wake up with him by my side? I know I could get his attention if I worked it all out. And we got a little tipsy on a Saturday night. Yeah, I want him and I need him. He's got a one-way ticket to my heart. Ticket to my heart. He's got a one-way. This California weather, it's like 90 degrees. It's making me hot, and he has the same effect on me. I act a little dumber when I try to get his number. I'm so nervous that I'm losing grip on myself. I get a little starstruck when I see him. I couldn't hit him even if I tried. Am I a little crazy to believe that I could wake up with him by my side? I know I could get his attention if I worked it all out. And we got a little tipsy on a Saturday night. Yeah, I want him and I need him. He's got a one-way ticket to my heart. Ticket to my heart. He's got a one-way. I'm a little off and I can't stop. I'm a little lost and I've had enough. Every step and every tear, every heartbeat. The restless in my bones and in my feet. Now the day is dawning. There ain't no pain can ever make me stay. Yeah, you know it's true. There ain't no rain can wash it all away. It's been haunted into stone. There ain't no place can ever make me feel that the space that you left can heal. There ain't no way that I can let you know that you lost me long ago. Gravity is pulling, but I can't fall. I just keep moving sideways like a wrecking ball. Every mood and every game, every mistake. I'm only growing harder to break, like the way I want it. There ain't no pain can ever make me stay. Yeah, you know it's true. There ain't no rain
a paramotor. Yeah.